gonna break us. Hey, we'll burn so bright, making other people come to life. Hey, the darkest sky can't stop me and you tonight. I said, hey, we'll burn so bright, dancing.
Of course, yes, darkness cannot stop you and I. Tonight, we're gonna burn so bright and yes, make darkness disappear. TGIF, yes, thank God, it's Friday. And oh yes, another time it is yet again on the Night Drive Show. Of course, with the look how they are. Yes, folks, call me MCK, that duper Superman. Day 5 in the month of February 2021. I must say, yes, welcome afresh to another episode on the Night Drive Show tonight. How has been your week? I must say, the last time I was here was actually Monday, 1st of February. And yes, here we are again on the 5th of February 2021. Of course, Friday night. And I must say, yes, the year is actually now on the peak, moving so fast. Yes, but regardless, we are more than set again to actually obey the call of duty and also sojourn into the dreamland. I must say welcome and thank you so much for joining me. Of course, on the Night Drive Show tonight, I will be telling you that the freedom you've got now is not a license for you to misbehave. A quick break and I'll be right back. Oh yes, of course, welcome back from that quick one. I must say, of course, it is still the Night Drive Show with a look out there. Yes, freedom isn't a license for you to misbehave. What do I mean in this context? I must say, if you look at the dictionary meaning of what freedom actually means, it is a state of you being free. When you are unconstrained, nobody is restricting you, for you are just free, you're liberated. More like you've been able to do things, you're accountable, to whatever things or decision you're making, you're accountable for them. And that is exactly what freedom is. But now tonight, that freedom you've got isn't a license for you to misbehave. If you in turn abuse that freedom you have, you will end up, being doomed, because the freedom you've got is as a result of trust, somebody had in you. And yes, they decided, this person is more than capable to do this. This person is matured enough to be able to go on this social journey and be able to do well. I must tell you, in every facet of our lives, one way or the other, we've been entrusted by people and we've been given freedom to be able to express ourselves so that we can actually thrive and yield more, and to show how responsible we are. In other words, it is a platform for you to actually go on to thrive. Hey, my friend, don't turn your freedom to a reckless living. And, very quickly you forget, where you came from, or very well, how someone actually trusted you, are in the back to make sure that you are actually in that position you are today. That freedom you've been given is as a result of someone's trust. And yes, they believe, like I said earlier on, that you are capable to actually do these things. So you should use it, for a greater cause, where you become someone worthy in character, someone who can be trusted by both your parents, guardians, brothers, sisters, your working place, wherever you are, your organization. And then they can really see that, yes, this person we've given this social liberty in the end does not abuse such freedom. I must tell you, as a child, you gain an admission into the university as an undergraduate, and then, your mom, your dad, they are not there. You are just on your own, and you are now, responsible for every action that you do. Yes, your freedom as a young guy or as a young lady must not be misused. Rather, you've got to put it into good use, and yes, becoming a better child, someone who grows up, and then when a mom or your dad sees you, they could see the growth in value, in virtue, and yes, they will be able to see that, oh wow, this child has really grown to be a man, or this child has really grown to be a better person or a woman. That is what we are saying, not somebody who misuse our freedom. A lot of them, they live a camouflage life. When they are in school, they live a reckless life, reckless living. And when they are back at home, you see them becoming like a saint. Oh my goodness, as if they don't even know what's going on. That is you abusing your freedom. in the end, you will end up doomed. Because yes, when you have an unwanted pregnancy for a young guy, in the end, the shame belongs to you. Let me tell you the truth. Your mom or your dad, they will only be disappointed, but you are the one who will bear the consequences. And even for a guy, you decided to, abuse your freedom, join up with bad gangs and the likes. If you end up being raided and, you guys caught up by the law, and then you'll be sentenced, your future, everything already in jeopardy, it is your consequence to bear. So you've got everything. When we are saying freedom and freedom, don't abuse it. It is for your good. There are better things to use your freedom for. Equip yourself, grow. And I must tell you about all facets of life. Learn about politics, read about what is going on, even, trending news. Equip yourself in science, travels, places of the world. Know what is going on. Be updated. There are better things to use your freedom for, rather than what? Abusing it. I must tell you, a lot of us, we all have responsibility, both as a parent and even as a child. Tonight, your freedom is not a license for you to misbehave. I'm going to go on a quick short break right about now. When I'm back, I will continue the show with you. It is the Night Drive Show, of course, with the look out there, Lumuyiwa, Katy Perry, the title, this one, Doubt You. I'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Take a stab in the dark tonight. I'm vulnerable to the danger, but I'm gonna break if I don't bend. You're gonna leave and I'm gonna be alright. I got 100 bottles, I'll line them up on the fence, and I'll shoot the months I couldn't be. Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot the thoughts that kept my light at bay. 'Cause life had me face done with the war inside my brain. I'll fill the room and know your space. I'm everything without you.
Oh yes, welcome back from that musical break. Don't make people doubt you. Don't betray their trust. And I must tell you, the freedom you've been given, do not abuse it. As a husband, you as a man, as a father of the house, you've got to also obey this rule. Do not abuse the freedom you've got. Your wife so much trusts you. You guys, you're just doing fine. You're cool, and sometimes you're out of town. You are not around, and she's probably not gonna be there with you, and doesn't even know what you're gonna do. But you've got to stay, focused. You've got to keep yourself on the road to maintain your dignity, to keep that trust going. We've got to always, make sure that when people entrust us with so many things, we should try as much as possible to not betray their trust, to let it yield better. And that is it. And even as a wife as well, have a greater cause, I must tell you, as a wife, because let me say, ladies, they are the face of the public, the attraction coming here and there most of the time, ladies, the female gender, they have this more attraction to them from the opposite gender these days. But then it is your sole responsibility to make sure that you are deliberate about it. That freedom you've got, your husband is not there, he's not going to see what is going on. You've got to keep the trust. And in the end, you do not betray that trust and freedom you've got. This is more like a vice versa thing. Let's put ourselves in each other's shoes. How are we going to feel about it? When we put ourselves in each other's shoes, we're going to know exactly. We are going to be deliberate about it to keep up with that with that dignity. I must tell you tonight, as you sojourn into the dreamland, let his words, let it ring in your heart, as a child, as a husband, as a wife, that we should not betray each other's trust, because the freedom we've got now, it is not a license to misbehave. Rather, it is for us to become a better person, to show how responsible we are, to show to people that yes, indeed, we are worthy of character. We are worthy, of the trust that is placed in us. We are so much worthy of the love and everything, of that freedom in the first place. So we've got to be a better person, not by betraying that trust. I must tell you, as you sojourn into the dreamland again, yes, here tonight, let his words, let it accompany you into the dreamland, that yes, you must not betray the trust and the freedom you've got, because that freedom is not a license for you to misbehave. You can relate freedom very well to grace. Even in the scripture, it says you can't be in sin and expect grace to abound. Grace and freedom, looks like they walk hand in hand. We will say now, because we are so much under grace, and then we start misbehaving or we start, going on into sin, and you think God is going to be happy with you, or you think grace keeps abounding. No, the scripture states it clearly. You can't be in sin and expect grace to abound. And then you can expect that when you have betrayed the freedom or the trust you've got, that the people will still trust you the more. It's not possible, because you have what? You've betrayed that freedom. You've abused it. You've misbehaved, and you shouldn't. You're working in a firm. Your boss, entrust you with so many things, because he believes that you are capable, you're somebody who is trustworthy, and he puts you in charge of, the finances and the likes. You do not embezzle money. You do not misuse that freedom you've got, an opportunity. You do not just do anyhow. That is what we are saying tonight, that the freedom you've got, you've been given, is as a result of what? Someone's trust in you. So do not abuse it. Rather, let it be used for something good and something positive. I must say thank you so much for being part of my word here today. Once again on the Night Drive Show. Without you, definitely I wouldn't be here. Yes, it is Friday, and yes, the weekend back in town. I must tell you, remember, you are accountable for every of the decisions you make. However, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the freedom you are given now is a result of someone's trust. Do not betray it. Go and always yield to become someone responsible. That freedom is for you to become a responsible fellow. I must say, I'm so delighted to have you on the Night Drive Show tonight. Of course, that will be the size of our package tonight. Yes, my name is Olukayode Olumuyiwa. Folks, call me MCK the Duper Superman. Until I come your way again, of course, next week Friday, by the grace of God, I will be leaving you in the hands of God, because I've always assured that He will keep you and see you through all the turbulence, even of the week. Yes, have a blessed week ahead. A lovely night rest. Until I come away again, of course, you do well, and always remember to keep up doing and being a better version of yourself. Freedom is not a license to misbehave. I'm out of here. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye-bye.
There is something missing in the world today. It's the one thing that can make the world okay. And it doesn't cost nothing, no, you don't even have to pay. It's about doing the right thing every day. 'Cause you are the light.